Alright, where were we? Keep in mind, I'm going to be simultaneously getting back into the groove of this game and recording and uploading in general. So, things might be changing. I might be considering like trying to change recording lengths. I just learned I can increase the duration of recordings from 15 minutes. I don't know if that was always a thing or if it's something that was changed in a recent system update. Or, I mean, you know, recent within the past however many years. But, okay. I'll be quiet. You don't have to tell me twice. Trying to remember what all the plants look like again. White myrtle. Am I supposed to be examining something else here, or is it just, is the map just showing me that this is the direction I'm going? But yeah, so I forgot to... Oh wait, what's this trap here? Can I not examine this? Huh. But I forgot to do it on that last episode, but I'm gonna try putting the recording time up to half an hour, up from 15 minutes. See how that does for us. My worry is that the recording times going even longer will leave even more room for pieces of the recording to get missed and left out and stuff. So like even more bull crap with all that. But we'll try it, we'll see how it goes. I'll save regularly so we can redo things we miss. Back to the game.
Thin and deep cuts, got him like a razor.
So what, like thorns? Oh, poor doggy. Must resist urge to just start talking about my dog. There will be a time and place. Next time we're on a long road, it'll happen. Alright, well.
Can you swing an axe?
Well, here's what I was talking about. I guess I was right about about what I said, about it starting here. I wanted to... Okay, never mind. I was going to try to get a closer look at his face, but it's not important. I guess half-hour recordings could also make it that much more likely that... or like that much more damaging if I do forget to press the record button. Because then I'll have to... like, I'll potentially miss a half an hour rather than just 15 minutes. Oh, and you know what else I was going to do? I was going to start, like, putting a timer on, like, my phone or my iPad or something that I can glance at to know how long into the recording I am. But, once again, I forgot that I was going to do that, so we'll just have to worry about it after this one. Oh, wait, what is this? That's another body. Are the people back there aware of this one?
Smashed bones. That takes strength. No point in trying to parry its blows. Alessian. Male. Very old.
How
Damaged.
could...
Probably marked one of the villagers.
How could you possibly surmise that it's male? Like, behaviorally, are males more territorial? Like how, what about, you saw a cut-up dog, a scratch on a rock, some tracks, an impaled, oh, wow, the quest is telling me to read the bestiary. Interesting. Has that ever happened before? An impaled body, What about any of that tells you that this thing is male? Also, do Leshens reproduce sexually? Do they boink? I mean, I guess why wouldn't they? But, I don't know, there's something about them. They don't really seem like the boinking type. Woodland Spirit. Are its antlers different? Yep, it's got moose antlers. Ooh. Some monsters are so powerful, local populaces begin worshipping them as gods. Such was the case with the Leshen dwelling in the woods near the Skellige village of Fairland. The elders were absolutely convinced the monster watched over them by defending them from their enemies and training their hunters. The Witcher had his doubts, however. Leshens are mean. Leshens are mean. Self-serving creatures, and the Ancient One living in the woods near Fairland was surely no exception. Geralt knew freeing the villagers from their supposed protector's grasp would be no easy task, if he decided to even try. The Leshen known as the Woodland Spirit was so powerful as to have mastered the art of marking. This meant the monster had inserted his essence into one of the residents of Fairland. How could we know that? As long as this unfortunate soul remained alive and near the settlement, the Leshen would always be reborn near its lair. Yet even with the marked one eliminated, killing the Leshen would be no easy task. The monster commanded the obedience of the denizens of the woods. It could thus call on wolves, ravens, or even the trees themselves for help. Luckily, it had a weakness as well. It was vulnerable to fire, that born of the Igni sign in particular. The Igni sign's fire more so than any other fire? That's interesting. How do we know about that marking thing? Is that just background knowledge that Geralt happens to have about Leshens? Like, has there been any evidence that a villager has been marked? Talk to Harald, talk to Sven. I guess it's also possible that something, it's something that was touched upon last time I played, like 4 years ago. Was it 4 years ago or even longer? Has it been like 6 years? My god, either way, like, I don't know. I have to go back and look at the exact dates to find out, but man, I can't tell you how excited I am to be playing again. It is very spooky in here with the ambience this music is creating. I hope I'm not, like, choosing one of them to talk to. I hope I get to talk to them both. Start with the one who is closer by. Still love that little jump he does.
Easy, killing the ice giant, eh?
Yeah, no, actually it was kind of easy, if you can believe it. I remember that much, being disappointed with how easy that fight was.
Didn't have many friends, did he?
Folk aren't willing to look at this kind of death today. But in the past, I remember, I was just a lad. Lugos Hairlip led a raid on our village. Found nothing but silence and fog. I could barely make out my pa and my uncles lying in wait behind the trees. I remember how they hunted down one warrior after another, and once they surrounded Hairlip himself, well, I believe he'd rather have faced the Woodland Spirit.
Your spirit is a very old Leshen. He's dangerous, but I should be able to deal with him.
Rid us of him. Yet he's what made us invincible. Turned us into great warriors.
I mean, if this isn't going to be a final statement, I'm just curious what he says about it.
Maybe I wasn't clear. The Woodland Spirit is a monster. Cut with the sword, he'll bleed and die. Like you, like me.
He's much more. Thanks to him, the woods teem with game, and our women bear strong babes.
Huh?
The power of the woodland spirit makes us the best hunters in the Isles. True, not every lad who sets out to be a hunter survives the sacred ritual, but aren't witchers made at similar cost?
I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, I can't exit the conversation now. I was gonna say maybe go talk to the other guy first, but, well, I guess we're locked in here. Let's see what happens. I can always reload if I need to.
Back by the tree, you said you know another way to stop the Leshen.
He
We
did?
must return to the old path, restore the old ways, roam the woods with knife and spear, fight on even terms and prove our valor. That would please him. Our ancestors placed the Covenant Stone in the woods, laid sacrifices of prized game on it, and thus made a pact, do as they did. Go south along the brook, submit to the trial by burning a sacrifice of wolves' hearts on the sacred spot.
Well, I guess if this gives us the option to just come back and agree to this one later, I want to go talk to the other guy first.
Haven't decided what to do yet.
Try to kill the woodland spirit, and you'll bring his wrath upon us all.
Gotta give this some thought. So long.
And I'll bring his death upon him, is what I'll bring. I say with supreme confidence after not having played this game for years. Alright, Sven. Let's see what you have to say about the situation. You are much more in the kill it camp, as I recall. Clan Onkrite Elder. Are these Onkrites?
You all dressed up for me, Hildy.
Maybe for you. Maybe for another. Come over later. I might be home.
May your rocks never crumble.
Interesting. Is that significant, I wonder?
Went to look at the tracks in the woods. Spirit sure knows how to make an impression on intruders.
Told you, he likes killing.
Almost certain we're dealing with an old Leshen.
An ordinary beast then, just as I said.
I mean...
Not so ordinary. Monster like that's a serious threat to the village. And to me, if you decide to hire me.
Oh, don't you fret. We'll have the gold.
Just one small problem. The Leshen's marked one of you.
How do I know
As long
that?
as that individual lives near its domain, the beast can't be killed. Not completely. Sooner or later, it'll be reborn.
Must be one of the elders. Harold, I'm sure of it. You heard him.
Words aren't enough. Gotta find the mark my way.
Folk won't believe you. They'd never listen to an outsider accusing one of their own. But you find the marked one, and I'll handle the rest.
Gotta use my senses. Find the one marked by the woodland spirit.
Either approach the altar or find the marked person.
You're a wraith from Moorhog?
Alright, well. Why don't we save before anything else happens? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, wow, this says 2016. And this is 2017. So yeah, it's been like 6 years, my god! Alright, but let's save. Make sure it's saved. Yep. And then, well, let's see. Huh. That sure wasn't happening before.
Let me hold your sword.
Swatter all living creatures to the wisdom of gods.
Will Sven visit today? Of course he will. I've seen him looking at you. Pull that one in, Hilda, and don't let him get away.
Is it her, I wonder? Can I just walk in here? Hmm? Anything? Hmm? Oh. See the mark outside?
If only Miss Sven could be
There it
She's chosen a
is.
girl. Damn it.
Handle watches over plan for your second. The blood of
Can't talk to her? Alright, well, I guess might as well bring it up to him. Hopefully I can just tell him that news and then still decide which method I want to go with. Because I'm leaning towards doing it the old man's way. I mean, like, no harm trying it, right? If it'll actually appease the spirit, and, like, if they want to live in peace with it, then, like, contract is a contract, right? Well, except the old man hasn't actually offered to pay me anything. Ah, jeez, I don't know, it's too early for this.
So, find out who's mates with the beast?
It's not intentional. The marked individual has no idea.
You don't know the elders like I do. Every last one of them codgers would surrender his mother to please the monster. And no point in mincing words. Said yourself, the monster's helper must die first.
Well, is this... Am I to believe that this will be him saying, yeah, you have to kill her? As opposed to this? Because, I mean, you could say that these both mean the same thing. That's something that... I forgot how frustrating that was. How, like, I don't really know what he's going to say when you choose one of these dialogue options. The game doesn't really do a good job of advertising that. But, I mean, rather her be exiled than killed.
No one needs to die. The marked one should leave the village. That's enough. If they never return, the Leshen will never be reborn.
Did you hear what the Witcher said? We've but to banish the elders to have peace for all time.
It's not one of the elders.
Who then?
The woman you were talking to.
We must banish her. Said so yourself.
But she's one of us. For the good of the village, Sven. Drive her out. Make sure she knows she's not to return. Ever.
Okay, yeah, well, that's what I was wondering. Because, like, I don't necessarily want them to have to do that yet. I was planning on going with the old man's idea. But, well, now that we're already here, let's see what he says.
Not going with her? Funny. Thought you cared for her.
Tend to your own affairs and leave me to mine. I did what I had to do. Now it's your turn.
Approach the altar, destroy the Leshen's totems. Oh wait, so I could still do the old man's plan now if I wanted to? Oh my gosh! I could have them drive her out of the village for nothing and then still try to appease the spirit. That's terrible. No, I'm gonna reload.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg
Turn a light on,
there
it's
had been
late
a
and
magic
dark.
explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts. The druid Ermion, however, had no intention of letting Yennefer examine the woods, so Geralt and Yen sought out Jarl Krakon Krayt, who helped break down the druid's resolve.
But yeah, like in general, I'm always kind of, well, if it doesn't have to end in death, then let's make it not end in death, even if it is a monster in question. And I wish I could, like, talk to the other townspeople and get their opinions. See if more of the town wants to revere the Leshen or kill it. Because, I mean, then I'd be inclined to just go with whatever the majority of the town wants to do. You might as well still discover her.
Will Sven visit today? Of course he will. I've seen him looking at you. Pull that one in, Hilda.
Leshen's chosen the girl. Damn it.
What is it about her that I'm seeing with my senses? Is it just like some arcane mark that I can just sense with like magic sensitivity? Or what? Is it a scent? Also, why is nobody... Wait, where did the birds go? Okay, whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. Are these just like to burn for light at night? Whoops, thought that would go to the map. Alright, so... up here, approach the altar. Yeah, I guess we're gonna give that a try first, see what happens. In theory, I can always still try to kill it afterwards if this doesn't work, right? Again, I wish I knew if... because, like, I'm either listening to the Elderman or I'm listening to the... Sven guy. But I would rather know, like, what the rest of the town wants to be done. I guess in theory, Sven is the one that's more offering a contract. Like, he has already offered payment if I do what he wants, but I don't know. Like I said, we're just gonna try this way. See what happens. Kill it afterwards if we need to. How is my sword doing on durability? 100%. Neat. How about my armor? And then, looks like it's all pretty good to go. Yep. I did some looking at the, before I started recording, I did some looking at the other abilities I can unlock from leveling up and what the different Witcher armors do once they're up to max level. I'm thinking that I might end up going with the Griffin set at the end of the day, because it's all about casting, it seems like, which is neat, which is just kind of what I'm into. How does this work again? Orbeez. But I like me some honey. And there was also a one-off upgrade, one of those like yellow upgrades not associated with any of the trees or mutagens, that just increases my sign intensity and stamina regeneration per piece of medium armor I'm wearing. So having that could potentially offset the stamina regeneration I lose by wearing medium armor rather than light. So we'll see. We'll see what we gonna do as we level up. That is bright. Along with my new house that I now own, I have a spankin' new, big, expensive TV. Not like that big and expensive, but, you know, a nice modern TV. And this game has never looked better. What? Who? Oh, hi there.
How long you gonna make me wait?
That didn't do as much damage as I expected it to. Probably would have made sense to put beast oil on the blade before I came out here, but you can leave. You can choose to leave. Nope. Oh, why am I not casting? There we go. Just kind of getting my bearings on combat again.
Time to end this.
Nope. Do the test. Oh, that made me sad. Collect wolf hearts. Well, how convenient. I was going to say, I don't have any wolf hearts, but I do have a lot of wolf livers. And while I'm thinking about it, actually, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, poor wolves. I'm gonna try not to keep talking about how I get irked about the aggressive animals, because I know I've already beaten that dead horse into a fine paste by now. Place the offerings on the altar. Oh, I was like, is this pig the altar? I will take its God knows how old raw meat, though. Is this the altar? Where's the altar? None of these rocks look particularly altar-y. Ah, there we go. Oh, was I supposed to burn them? I think I was, actually, yeah. Hi, birdie. Okay. That's normal bird behavior, right? Oh, what? Is that it? Wait, that was it? I thought there was gonna be like some kind of trial or something. Girl promised help or problem. No, he didn't. Exercised his better judgment and decided his first move must be to find out what this was. Okay. Alright, well. Let's see what happens now, I guess. I have no idea, like, what herbs I am and am not short on, or which ones I need for what things. Just trying to get back into that swing of collect everything, because you never know. I do apparently actually have a decent stock of supplies I need to make white gold, which is a nice change of pace from what I was expecting. Though apparently the thing that I need now for all of the recipes I can't yet craft is vermilion, which I do not have the recipe for. So we'll see what happens with that. Oh, I believe I do have that Master Alchemist quest I could do. I bet he would have the recipe, if not the ingredient. Whoa, have you always had that gnarly spear on your back? Holy crap. I want that.